Good morning. I thought I would take you on a day in my life. I usually do a week in my life, but I was like, why not just do a random day of the week? Tuesday, come to work with me, see what I'm up to. So here we are. Welcome. Theo has gifted me with a loaf of bread. I swear, in every video I say that I shouldn't eat bread and that I'm like, no bread, but I love it. I'm just gonna try and eat less of it. So if I'm having it for breakfast, I can't have it for lunch, I can't have it for dinner. It's like a one meal only, and some days no bread, but if I am having bread, it's just for one meal. That's my rationale. Yeah, I did film the weekend eating, and I think I ate bread for every single meal, and it was just too much. I feel like that was my last straw in terms of eating bread, because I'm like one of those people who's lactose intolerant but always eats and drinks stuff with milk in it. Like I can't quit. I just can't stop, but I need to. So if you see me eating 2 pieces of bread in a day in any future videos, you need to comment and tell me off and say stop eating so much bread because it's bad for you and you get bloated and you don't like it. I feel like this is kind of a weird, it's not a weird breakfast, but together it might seem weird. Like I've got toasted chocolate spread, not weird, and I've also got like, kind of like a sausage sandwich, you know, bread, butter, ketchup, sausage. Together seems weird, but like this is gonna be the savoury, that's gonna be dessert. It's only one bread. I feel weird to eat this, but it's realistic, and this is how I eat. It's giving like girl dinner breakfast. I need to leave in the next 5 minutes, but first we need to introduce Jules to her new inhaler. I'm gonna put my hair up. Basically our cat got diagnosed with asthma, so we have this little inhaler for her. It's like actually the cutest thing. We need to like introduce it to her. Let's see how she responds. What do you think?
I could sit around and wait all day. You lay easy on my mind, like a candle I just burn away. All we really have is time. All we really have is time. I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you. I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you.
I know that this is a day in a life and not a what I eat in a day, but honestly my day revolves around my meals. So
I had a £5 meal deal for lunch, which most of the time it's not worth it. It's never worth it. I only did this because I've imposed the bread ban on myself and I didn't want to buy a sandwich, so I ended up getting noodles, which were fine. When I was back at my desk, I had my afternoon snack, which was nuts, my favourite chocolate covered almonds, honestly love them so much, and one Brazil nut, just for the selenium. Is something new that I'm trying.
We're in trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe.
I'm learning from today's mistake and I'm gonna meal prep my lunch for the next couple days. I want it to just be as easy as possible, so I've like bought some already chopped vegetables, baby potatoes, which I will cut up a bit so they cook faster, and then I've also got some frozen cauliflower, and I'm literally gonna cook all of these veggies, roast them for like, I don't know, half an hour, and then tomorrow when it's all cooled down I'm gonna add some tinned lentils, because I don't think you have to cook them. I'm gonna have to double check that, but I think you can eat them from the can, and then I'm just gonna like mix it all together, and that would be like the protein element of the lunch. And I think that should be good, because I feel like you want it to be quick and easy, but I also want to prep it today so that I don't have to think about it tomorrow, I just grab it and go. I've only just remembered to take out my vegetables. I think they've been cooking for like 50 minutes. But they actually look fine. They actually look pretty good. I did set a timer. I set 2 timers. The first one went off and they weren't ready yet, so I set another one. But the thing is, like, I have silent timers. I saw a TikTok video of someone complaining that their timer is always silent, and mine are too, and I don't know how to change it. So like I just miss them. Like I will look at my phone and it will say timer and then the stop button. And I'm like, this timer's not going off, like it's silent, it's not useful. And also Siri doesn't talk back to me, so like I'll tell him to do something and he just is silent. I think there's a setting wrong in my phone. In fact, they shrank quite a lot. It's now 9 PM. Where did the evening go? What have I been doing? I need these to cool down before I put them in the fridge. But I also just want to go to bed. Someone asked me today at work, they were joking, it was a joke, but they were like, is it still daylight when you go to bed? It was actually really funny because everyone at work thinks that I go to bed really, really early, which I guess I do, because I'm always like to be in bed like before 10 PM so I can read my book. But I feel like that's just a nice little life, and everyone at work thinks that I'm just like in bed as soon as the sun sets, I'm there. And I don't think it's a bad reputation, but I just think it's funny. And to be honest, in summer the sun will probably still be up when I go into bed, but that's just me. Honestly, my evening has disappeared, but I think it's time to go to bed. I've just been replying to YouTube comments, so thanks for you leaving me comments and talking to me. Not always, but I feel like I often finish my videos like sat next to the bed talking about the book that I'm reading. So why change? I'm currently reading The Maid, which I think is a thriller. Is it a thriller? It's like a mystery whodunit. Now that I'm saying that, I'm not sure. I think it is. Yeah, so far it's fine. I am 20% through and I don't love it, but I also like, I don't mind it. Like, I'm happy to read it, but it's not gripping my whole attention and I'm not thinking about it when I'm not reading it. Is the sign of like an okay book, but not like a great book. Like a great book is when I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking like, I can't wait to go home and read my book. This one's just like, yeah, it's okay to read before bed. I don't know, maybe like the further I get in, the more like mystery whodunit kind of feelings will make it more gripping. But so far, not that great. But I just didn't know what else to read, and I need to read my book club book, but I'm going to Budapest next week, so I think I'm gonna wait and just read it like on the flight and when I'm like in the hotel room not really doing much, because I want to read it like pretty close to the meeting so that it's fresh in my mind. I don't want to read it now, finish it, then read something different between like finishing the book and the book club, if that makes sense. But honestly, if you have a book recommendation, let me know. I read a lot of fantasy, but I'm open to other things. I'm not big on romance, but if it's like a good romance, maybe. But I just find them kind of cringe. Like when I'm reading it, I actually cringe. If you've recently read a really good book, let me know and I will probably read it, because I have loads of books on my Kindle and like loads of samples and I just never know which one to pick, and I feel like I often just copy books that I've seen other people read, which isn't necessarily the best way to do it, because just because someone else enjoys it doesn't mean I will enjoy it. But yeah, that's a little bedtime book chat. I'm just gonna go brush my teeth, get into bed and read the book. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. Sorry that my evening was, I don't know, very short. It just disappeared. I don't know what happened. I think I was in my phone. I think I got like sucked in and I just didn't even notice the time was passing. That's my reality. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give me a like if you did. And if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you next week for another one. Bye!